film is about how you can rewire your brain all through life, so it follows both children and grown-ups, and how people who are traumatized can actually get back on track just by breathing. Well, I personally suffered from panic attacks 7 years ago, so I started meditating myself, and I was kind of stunned by the effect that it had. I hope that they will just get curious and just, try and figure out if this is something for them.
The documentary about this oil company that goes into Ghana and discovers the first oil in the history of the country, and then everything goes haywire. And it's intercut with a story in Nigeria where I followed this group of militants who were blowing up pipelines in the Niger Delta and demanding more money for their region. The movie's kind of an exciting, crazy ride over this long period of time, this twisty-turny tale. And so I want people to feel excited about being in all of these crazy places that they would normally never get to go to. And I want them to feel connected to all the people in the movie.
It's about the Rupert River in James Bay, and I wanted to make a film about the change that the Cree people are experiencing.
When he says, I'm happy with the cabin, I'm happy with my job, I'm happy that we don't starve anymore, after that he wonders about his ancestors now underwater, that they graze underwater. So it's that constant kind of dilemma.
I'm David Steinberg, and the movie is about me.
Comedy legend, comedy icon. If there's going to be a Mount Rushmore of comedy, then you would see David's face. There's been great comedy coming out of Canada, but David Steinberg is where it all began. This is a man that not only pushed the envelope, he pushed all the stationery. He pushed everything, the pen, the typewriter, he pushed it all. He was great.
It's about American evangelicals and their influence in Uganda. I got responses that I didn't expect from faith leaders all over the country, and are using the film as a jumping off point to talk about the role of missionaries and their work in the developing world. For instance, Robert Kayanja, the biggest, most powerful pastor in Uganda, the 5th richest man in Uganda. Finally, he came out, sat on his throne, and he said, I knew you were coming. God sent you to make a documentary about me.
It follows 3 young public defenders who are working in the Deep South in America. Pretty much at every screening, a public defender will stand up and say, I'm a public defender, and the audience will go crazy. Right. And the public defenders love that, and they say, we never get that. So that has been just, fantastic to watch people see how heroic they are.
Growing up, we didn't have no dough. We had pro wings and hand-me-down corduroys.